Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? Coming at you with round 5 Pokemon TCG World Championship 2018 VOD review. We got Clive with his ZygardeLycanroc deck that he is known for versus I'm not sure who he's playing against. Clive versus Shitaro. Playing ZoroRoc, Lycanroc with a stand-in ZoroRoc. That's a big thing to note. Looks like Shitaro's going first. Pretty good start. Catches the DC to the benched. What's it called? ZoroRoc. Looks like Clive does have an Ultra Ball in hand. Looks like he's gonna look for that. Yeah, look for the Zygarde. DC to Zygarde, and then he'll can instruct for 2, which he can then use to get either Ultra Ball away, or depending on what he gets, just use the cards. But he could actually Ultra Ball him away for Lele if it's in there. I think looks like Lele's prize. I didn't see the Lele on the couple pass-throughs. It might be there, and then he can even Guzma knock out that that's Arua, which I wouldn't hate to see actually. Yep, let's see. Here we go. See the instruct for 2. Ideally, just hit a Guzma here. That'd make it really easy. Ultra Ball them both away, and we should. I think we'll see. Yep, Guzma probably bring up the Zorua with the fighting. I can't imagine you'd want to go after the Rockruff or Zorua with the DCE. Oh, he is gonna go after the Rockruff. Okay, interesting. Going after the Rockruff, I don't actually think going after the Rockruff does a whole ton. You keep the energy in play on Taro's side. I think I would have preferred to see him chase Zorua with the DCE. Because the only thing that matters for ZoroRoc is the energy in play. So now Shitaro can go, well, bench Rockruff attached to it, right? And then there's still 2 energy in play. But if you take this away, there can only ever be 1 energy in play at once. So I'm actually not a huge fan of chasing that over the Zorua. I definitely would like to have seen him chase the Zorua. I see an Ultra Ball. I see an N, I think. Ultra Ball away, Guzma. Puzzle. Didn't see any Lele's. Oh, he doesn't need a Lele at this point. He just needs a ZoroRoc. Oh, it is going for Lele. What supporter is he going for? I'm curious now. Gonna go for Sycamore. Okay, yeah. He definitely doesn't want to end 5 from a 1-card hand to a 5-card hand. Okay. Gets the Lele for Sycamore. And Sycamore for 7. I actually don't like him sending up this Zorua and attached. I guess he wants to hit with the Lele. No, that makes sense. I would have liked to have seen him send up a different Zorua with the Flowstone. No, you want the Flowstone on this one though, because you actually want to be able to. No, this makes sense. It makes sense. We should see trade number 1 here. Trade number 2, looking for a DCE. There's the Evo Soda, gonna get another ZoroRoc. And have a 3rd trade out of DC. Definitely wants to try and hit this Zygarde with a Lele, though, for 120. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for a DCE. If he has to hit it with ZoroRoc, I'm sure he will, but he would ideally like to avoid that. I didn't see a DCE or a Fighting Energy. Would have at very least liked to have seen a Fighting Energy. There's an Ultra Ball. Gonna get the Rockruff here, I think. But without any energy, it's actually not a whole ton of help. This game's going to get really rough for Shitaro here. I think I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, going to get really rough for Shitaro here. There's the hit for 120. Scorched Earth, Float Stone. Oof, not great. I wonder if he's going to go for the GX attack here. I think he probably will. Yep, there's the GX attack, protecting the Zygarde, and actually should make it pretty easy for him to close out this game. I feel like he's gonna go down to 3 prizes. I'm not so sure about the Flowstone attachment to the active though. I think you maybe wanted the choice. You maybe want the choice of a choice band, because now you could go on 5 side. You could go Lycanroc retreat to Lycanroc potentially. No, I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking about with the Flowstone though. Maybe he wanted the option to be able to move it to the bench. I don't know why. That's what I'm curious about most. Is like, why would you want to be able to move that to the bench when you can just knock out the active? Immediate Lele for Guzma for Sataro here. So if he actually has Guzma Lycanroc, he can KO this. But then the Baby Bezel Sledgehammer comes online. Trade a puzzle. Hate to see the puzzles traded, but I can't tell what else is in his hand, so it's hard for me to make a call on if I like that or not. Should see him trade the Baby Buzzle here, I think. He's gonna Lycanroc up that, and then he'll go DCE Lele Guzma, knock it out. I guess that's actually why you want. No, I still wouldn't have put the. I still would have put the Flow Stone on like the Oranguru. I wouldn't have attached the Choice Band either as Clive, because now it could have just got Field Blowered. So the what's it called is gonna hit really hard here though. The Sledgehammer is gonna hit super hard. It should be enough to pretty much close out the game here. So he has knockout with any energy. He doesn't need strong. A basic energy will do. There's the basic. There's the Sycamore. 7. He can max Elixir now to... Going to start with a Scorched Earth. Another Zygarde. One is getting out of control very fast, I feel like, for Sataro. Gets the energy on the Rockruff, so now he's set up to use Claw Slash to knock out ZoroRoc to close out the game. Could also chase the Zaru and knock it out with like anything. Sledgehammer will take out this Lele. I think Sataro here has to look for the Guzma knockout Rockruff. Shuts off Sledgehammer. Get him a knockout on the bench. Traded all of his puzzles away. I'm still not liking that he's trading puzzles. It's hard for me to tell what else is in his hand though as he's trading though, so I'm pretty sure there's something better. Trading puzzles is almost never the way to go. Because at this point, he could have set up a double puzzle if he had just traded something else. Well, there we go. That's not it. And he's going to go ahead and scoop with no way to KO the... With Sledgehammer still online and no way to KO the... what's it called? And I forget what it's called. So to reflect back on game 1, I think this matchup... I usually try and talk about this at the beginning of the first game. The matchup is favored for Clive, I think. Not by a whole ton, actually, I don't think, but it is favored for him. So I would have liked to have seen Clive chase the DC on the ZoroRoc turn 1. Energy in play is super important. That's how you can pull off multi-switch plays or attack with what has energy and then attach a different energy to the Rockruff. So I definitely would have liked to have seen him KO the Zorua with the energy. From our ZoroRoc player, I would like to have seen him not trade puzzles. I'm sure there was something else that could have been traded the times he was getting rid of puzzles. Try and conserve your puzzles so you can use them later. Definitely felt like he definitely could have pulled off a double puzzle play. Definitely at the end there he could have. There was definitely other stuff he could have been trading away. He has 3 Zoroarks. He did like a triple trade turn into it, starting to trade away puzzles. Like there's no way that's correct. But there wasn't much he could do there once Clive started rolling. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot he could get done. Definitely would like to have seen Clive chase the energy, at least on the first Zorua, though. But from there, it was pretty clean from Clive. Pretty strong turn 1 with the Guzma knockout. I would have liked to have seen him chase the Zorua, though. Yeah. We'll have our ZoroRoc player starting this time. It's actually a big deal being able to get like potentially. I guess he started last game too, actually. So it is a big deal for him to go first, so to try and get that first hit on a Zygarde, without Zygarde getting too much setup going on. It's also possible the Zygarde doesn't get fully set up on the first turn, although Clive did just open double Zygarde. So we'll see how this one goes. Here's the Bridget from Sataro. Should see Zorua's Rockruff, depending on what else he has in hand. Can't imagine anything really different than that. See though, there's a Mew's that really doesn't do anything. There's a Lele. Yep, I like to see him bring the Lele down to get a draw support for next turn, and also have something reasonable to send up into the Zygarde. You don't want to just send up Zoroarks against Zygarde. It doesn't really end up well. So not having a Flow Stone in hand, I really want to see him. Yeah, I don't like that from Sataro. Now Clive can play this with like just double Zygarde for the whole game pretty much, and he can just sit here and just use double Zygarde. I really want to see him bench the Lele here, so he has something good to send up into fight against the Zygardes. Yep, there's the DCE even for Clive. And now here comes the Rockruff. But you'd much rather use a Lele than your Lycanroc. So I think that's just a blatant mistake there from Sotaro. I also would have liked to have seen him just attach the DCE to the Lele. It's not about getting the energy on the Rockruff or Lycanroc all the time in ZoroRoc. It's just about getting the energy in play. You can either multi-switch it later, or it allows you to attack with what has the energy, and then you get to attach a different energy somewhere else. So if he had just benched the Lele, gotten a draw supported like he's going to do already anyways, then he could have attached his fighting energy to the Rockruff on the next turn, right? Yeah, I think pretty poor plays here so far from Sotaro. So he had a Cynthia in hand, but now he does want the Lele. Now he doesn't even need the Lele now, so I don't even know why he laid it. He had a Cynthia in hand. So this is actually just pretty poor play overall from Sotaro. He had a Cynthia in hand, I'm almost positive, and then he went Lele for Cynthia. So what he should have done, even if he had a draw supporter before, he still should have Lele'd for... let's go back. What are we at? 17, 20. Back to like here. Here. Okay, here we go. Here's the Bridget. Getting his Pokemon. He gets his Zorua Rockruff. I just want to see his hand. Yeah, there's a Cynthia and a Lele in hand, but you still should play the Lele. Get like an N, I guess, as a option for a draw supporter on the next turn. Maybe a Mallow. So you could, if you top deck a Zoroark, then you could just trade into whatever you want for the turn, and then just hit with Lele. And he should have played down Lele here, gotten N or Mallow. I'm not sure which one. It's close. Probably Mallow, because you don't really need to end this early on. Get a Mallow just in case you top deck Zoroark, and then you can go play Mallow, get the fighting energy, so on. But put the Lele down so you have something to hit into this that's reasonable. Like, you don't want to use your Lycanroc right now. You don't want to have to force evolve it. Like, put the Lele down, put the DCE on it. That way you have an energy in play, which means next turn you're free to attach your energy for turn to the Rockruff. So yeah, I think just pretty poor play here from... And then he ends up playing the Lele when he shouldn't play the Lele on his next turn. On this part, he just shouldn't play down the Lele. He already had a Cynthia in hand. There's no need to play... go Lele for a Cynthia. Now just put a Lele in play for no reason. So yeah, pretty poor play from Sotaro so far. Don't trade the Evo Soda. Use the Evo Soda, get a Zoroark. Trade away the multi-switch, or you probably trade away the stand-in Zoroark. Because you know Clive's already going to be trying to play around keeping his bench small with the way the current game is playing out. So trade away that stand-in Zoroark. Evo Soda for another Zoroark GX. Draw some cards. This is actually super poor play from Sotaro. I think I'm saying it correct once again. I don't know. All right, Buzzwole, Energy, Guzma up a Zorua. I like it from Clive, and then Jet Punch Knockout. Probably put 30 on the Lycanroc. Try and set it up to get rid of it at some point. All right, Sotaro's side. Definitely want to see him. I mean, he could go for the what's it called, knockout here on the. I wouldn't even evolve this to the stand-in Zoroark. Now you showed your hand with that. I don't think Clive saw it in game one. He maybe did, but now he's definitely seen it. Now he knows, just keep his bench small. He doesn't have to worry about that. Save that Zorua, evolve that to a Zoroark. This is actually just very poor play. Handhammer's nice here. Trading puzzles again. Oh my gosh. I can't even see his hand, so I don't know if there's anything I would like to see him trade besides that. There probably is, though. Oh my gosh. Man's killing me. This should have already been a Zoroark GX as well with the Evo Soda. This has actually been super poor. So this should have already been the Evo Soda shouldn't have been traded away. That should have been a Zoroark GX there. This should have been traded away. Should have 2 more trades this turn. This is real bad from Sotaro here. Yeah. This is just very poor. So we see the Jet Punch from Clive. Gonna punch the Lycanroc. 30 on the Zoroark. Clive knows the 4 prizes he's going to use to draw this game, to close out this game. We see the Float Stone on the active Lycanroc, second Lycanroc setup. So even with all those misplays Sotaro's making, he is still setting up very well. He GXs. What? Did he just Dangerous Rogue? Why wouldn't you just Claw Slash? Isn't that a did I miss something? Is that a second DCE on there? Is it not? Oh, it's maybe not. It's a strong. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. I thought that was a TCE. Yeah, the GX attack is fine then. All right, so 50 damage, and then the attack. He needs 4 prizes here from Clive. Looking to hopefully top deck at least an energy to GX attack, knock something out next turn, I'm sure. This is where the stand-in ZoroRoc might come into play, as you can punch him with the stand-in ZoroRoc and then put Clive on odd prizes. You only hit for 70, I believe, unless I miscounted. But it'll be enough to put him on odd prizes. There's finally a double puzzle from Sataro as he stops trading them. There's the Mallow. He just needs to set up to knock out this Zygarde, these last two Zygardes. Are they both damaged? They're both damaged, yeah. He just needs to set up to knock out these last two Zygardes. So if Clive GXs this active ZoroRoc, then Sataro goes Guzma, knock out the bench Zygarde, into knock out the other Zygarde on the next turn. So this game should be pretty much wrapped up with the double puzzle in hand and the Mallow from Sataro. Shouldn't be much Clive can do to stop this one. The super poor draws from Clive actually, I mean, kind of caught up with him. There's not much he could really do here. He just drew pretty poorly overall. I don't even know if he has access to Lele. I think Lele might be prized. I haven't seen it yet. We'll see. I don't see Lele. He doesn't see Lele. That's not Lele. Looks like we're gonna have to go with a Rangaroo if we want to draw cards here. Oh no, there it is. It's Rainbow Rare. So I mean, I still couldn't see it. Yeah, just go for the Sycamore. You just need to draw cards. Stretchers in Lycanroc and a Zygarde and something. And then gonna be the Sycamore for 7. And I think he has to GX here. I don't see any other way for Clive to really come back in this game. Potentially, unless he GXs here. Ideally, he really wanted to Guzma here. I guess he could have Lele for Guzma. Did he have a Float Stone on his bench? He did. Oh, he didn't have the energy, so he couldn't GX. Yeah, so it's just going to have to be GX, I think, here from Clive. If he doesn't GX, I don't know how he ever wins this one. This goes down, and then the second Zygarde goes down. He could go actually for attach to Rockruff. Just hit with the other attack on the active, but then you risk losing to Enhanced Hammer. Yeah, I think he has to go with the GX attack here. But even then, it's not looking good here for Clive. Well, we'll see. Definitely should. He definitely has to attach this somewhere. Can knock out the active. Get basic energy out of his discard pile. I don't think that's going to change anything, though. I think he has to GX. This just loses to Enhanced Hammer or knockout active, knockout bench. So I'm not a big fan of this play. Sataro should have a way to knock out one of the Zygardes and a way to knock out one of the other ones. The other one on the next turn. Counting damage right here. Yep. Double puzzle, Enhanced Hammer, and energy to attack with. Enhanced Hammer, the energy on the bench. He could still hit Max Elixir attach, I guess, potentially. But I don't got high hopes right now. At this point, I think I'd maybe like to see Sataro scoop. Or not Sataro, Clive. I'd maybe like to see Clive scoop. We'll see what he's got left, though. He got anything left in the tank. Buzzwole comes down. Lycanroc brings up ZoroRoc, and then he goes for the N. So I guess he's hoping to hit DCE. There's nothing he can really hit, though, actually. He just wants to hit it. I guess he could retreat for 1 for a Sycamore. Not good. Probably retreat to a Rangaroo on this turn and pass. I think it's going to be the way to go. Yeah, retreat to a Rangaroo and pass. From Sataro. Looks like trade ZoroRoc is the play here. Potentially trap active. Yep, blower the floats, trap the active. Bridget, grab a Rockruff, maybe a Zorua if there's available. I don't even know if there's a Rockruff available. Grabs 2. Looks like Buzzwole, a Rangaroo. I think I want to see him bench a Rockruff. No, he has both of his Lycanrocs in play, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, he's just hitting out the deck, grabbing Buzzwole, a Rangaroo. Over to Clive. Clive has Sycamore, Clive has Guzma, but none of that's going to do any good. He needs a way to get out of the active. He's got the Max Elixir. He's got an energy attached. That's not going to do too much. He's got 3 prizes left to take. Still has access to his GX attack. I think the best way to go is, yeah, set up the Lycanroc, max elixir to the Buzzwole, Ultra Ball. He's keeping N in hand. Just gonna fail the Ultra Ball anyways. Fails the Ultra Ball, and then he's going to Instruct for 2. I don't think he got anything real relevant. He does have the DCE for the Claw Slash now. See if Sataru can just close one out. There's the Guzma. Knock out the damage Zygarde, and he'll close this one out. So we're at 1-1 now going into game 3. Clive will get to go first finally. So we'll see if that makes a massive difference or not. Not a great start here from Clive with this hand. Yeah, hold the DCE because it can get Enhanced Hammer and pass over to Sataru. If he just has time to just do what he wants, though, this will actually be a fine hand. Puzzle top 3 here from Sataru. That's actually just a straight up sequencing error because he could have just Brooklet Hill for a Rockruff first. So if there's a Rockruff in the top 3, oh no, this is after. You don't do it after anyways. Because if the top 3 is bad on the puzzle, hey, let's just see what it is. Because then you can Brooklet Hill and reshuffle. Okay, there's an N on top, so he's good. So this is correct from Sataru. Because if the puzzle top 3 is bad, then you shuffle the deck with Brooklet Hill. My mistake. Yeah, punch for 40 with Lele. Why not? All right, Brooklet Hill here from Clive. I actually have no idea what he's going to grab here. I'm actually interested. Maybe Buzzwole and just starts punching with Buzzwole. What are his options in hand? Nothing good. Gonna go with the Rockruff. Set up another Rockruff. I think he has Max Elixir in hand, so he could actually just go for the oh, it's Diancie Prize? Because he could have gone for the GX knockout. He might have Choice Band in hand as well, though. So if he has Choice Band, he can just go GX knockout. Okay, he's got the Choice Band. I like it. GX knockout. Bam. This puts Sataru in a very awkward spot. Very, very poor spot. His hand is not good. He's got the Enhanced Hammer at the very least. Gonna hit up the Brooklet Hill. Get a Rockruff. I maybe still would have hit up the Brooklet Hill anyways as Sataru before he puzzled. It doesn't really change the odds that much of seeing something off the puzzle. You should still see something in 3 cards. And that way you at least for sure get a Rockruff in play. You actually could have grabbed a Baby Buzzwole if it was in the deck. Actually, yeah. So I take that back. I think you should have Brooklet Hill immediately for Baby Buzzwole, just in case your Lele gets knocked out. Or Lele is probably going to be the first thing that gets knocked out anyways. Either that or a ZoroRoc. So then you just follow that up with Baby Buzzwole. So yeah, from Sataru here, I would have liked to have seen him just Brooklet for Baby Buzzwole, and then go to the puzzle look at the top 3. Sure, the Brooklet gives you an out to like shuffling your deck. We don't get to rearrange the top 3, so yeah. Trades away Ultra Ball. There's the DCE. That's what he wants to see. Steel Blowers, some stuff. You have much follow up besides that. He can hit for 8. Oh, he can't even hit because he just got GX attack. So he just has to, yeah, pass. So Clive here looking for a DCE. Although I don't see anything in his hand. His hand looks pretty dead. He might have a Guzma. Yeah, no, it's going to be just 100 damage and pass. That N hit him hard. Bridget here from Sataru. And then we'll probably see him hit with the... Oh, he traded the Bridget. Okay. He put... Okay, well, he's playing the Bridget now, so I'm assuming he didn't before. Should see triple Zorua. Yep, squad's coming in. I almost would like to have seen him just take one less Zorua just in case he top decks a Lele, because Clive doesn't for sure knock out a ZoroRoc next turn. So then he's limited to not being able to use Lele next turn. So we should see just ride his beating, hit him for 120. And Clive needs literally anything. There we go. Sycamore. And he will be able to Sledgehammer knock this out, which I would like to see, because that means if Sataru chases the Zygarde, then he can Sledgehammer again for the big Sledgehammer. Yeah, Sledgehammer works here, so I'd like to see the Sledgehammer take this knockout. And Clive will go down to 2 prizes. I definitely think Clive should be able to close this one out. I don't really know how Sataru's going to come back on this one. I can't see his hand, so I'm not sure what he has. Evo Soda. If he had Evo Soda in hand before, I think he definitely should have gone for Mallow. I think he has Mallow in hand. I might be mistaken though. There's the ZoroRoc. There's the Mallow. So I think he should have gone for Mallow for DCE Lycanroc, and then brought up the... I don't know what he's Mallowing for now. We'll see. See what he's gonna grab here. I think he should have sent up the Zorua though if he had the Mallow in hand to go for ZygardeLycanroc. I also think he should also Parallel City him and trade the Mew. Oh, I was going for the Mew for the knockout. Okay, I mean that's not even that strong though. 5 just has DC, yeah, so knockout. So I don't. Let's see if he had the Mallow and the Evo Soda before. I guess we can just check, or we can try and check. What did he top deck? That's all we need to know is what he top decked. Oh man, just got the end of his turn, last turn. Oh, I went too far back. After the Bridget turn, I went really far back. Bridget's for the squad. I think I see Evo Soda in there. Yeah, I think he has Evo Soda in his hand. So, I mean, let me confirm one more time. So he definitely had a shot to win this game. And then we see him pick up the hand here as well. Yeah, he definitely top decked Parallel City. So all he had to do there, I don't even know why that was such a hard decision for him. All he had to do there was send up Zorua, Evo Soda to ZoroRoc, Mallow into DCE Lycanroc up the, I believe this has enough. Yeah, 120 on it. Lycanroc up this, DCE to ZoroRoc, Rider Speedy knockout. I don't know why that it seems like he just didn't see that play at all. He completely shut off like any of Clive's real solid win conditions on the next turn. He doesn't really have a solid win condition then if you just take out the Zygarde. Like DCE, just swing just isn't an option. Max Elixir, basic attach isn't an option. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely just a case of the player who played sloppier definitely just didn't win. Clive played pretty clean overall. I think I had a couple comments on Clive's gameplay throughout this video. Sataro just played pretty sloppy all the games. Pretty poor overall. Not great at all actually from Sataro. Definitely super sloppy. The matchups can be a little rough, but it's not really that bad. Definitely would have liked to have seen it be played. Definitely quite a few plays that could have been done quite a bit better from Sataro here. But pretty clean from Clive. And we do see Clive taking the series overall 2-1. The only reason he really lost game 2 was because he kind of drew pretty poorly. But yeah, overall we see Clive taking round 5 2-1 over Sataro. Mostly due to Sataro's sloppy play. Yep, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like. If you enjoy the content, subscribe. Constructive criticism, as always, is welcome in the comment section down below. Links to my Twitch, Twitter, all kinds of fun stuff like that in the description below. Feel free to check that stuff out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day and